if this summer you could change everything about your child's special education program? Would you do whatever it takes to make that happen? Well, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight on this Facebook Live. But before we get started, please be sure and like and share this video so we can get this information out to other parents across the nation who also need help this summer in preparing for the 2021-2022 school year. And also leave your comments below for me if you have any questions that you'd like me to clarify for you regarding tonight's topic. So, working as an advocate over the past 25 years while attending almost 4,000 IEP meetings, I don't know, I lost track a long time ago. It's somewhere between 3, 4, more than 4, somewhere around there. Going to IEP meetings pretty much every day, sometimes 2 a day. I've seen it all. I've seen the bureaucracy of the special education system. I've seen kids be denied services. I've seen parents be given disinformation and misinformation, half-truths, and really just the broken system being revealed at most every IEP meeting, unless parents either hire an advocate or an attorney, or parents learn how to advocate for their own child. And I don't know if you saw my last week's Facebook Live, but I made a big announcement that after 25 years of advocating for children and going to IEP meetings and assisting parents to protect the rights of their parent rights for them as well as their child, I am now only going to be training and coaching and educating parents to empower them to advocate for their own child. And I made that decision because it was really an ethical decision on my part, knowing that this is going to serve parents and children so much more powerfully than if you hired me to do it for you. Because ultimately what happens, parents, is when you hire an advocate or an attorney, they'll come in and they'll fix your problems, they'll get you the services you want, and they'll win for you. But then as soon as an advocate or an attorney is gone, then you're right back to square one, not knowing how to protect your rights and the rights of your child, and the district will inevitably discontinue or diminish and start decreasing that program that the advocate or attorney gained for you and won for you. And I've seen it happen over and over and over again over the past 25 years is when I left, within a year to 2 years, that client would call me back and say, Valerie, we need to hire you back because the district took it all away. So, I am an advocate that tells the truth about special education and the broken system. I don't pull any punches. I'm not politically correct, and I tell the truth about the situation about special education, in that they are not going to tell you, parents, the full truth about what services are available for your child, how you ask for those services, the correct words to use, the correct way to request assessments, the correct way to appeal a no. They don't tell you that. They don't share with you. They don't give you all the information so that you are fully informed on how to develop your child's IEP. So a saying that I've had and developed over the years is, and you might have seen it on my Facebook page, be posted, no does not mean no. It's simply a scripted response that you get along the way while getting to the yes. So they're always going to say no. Every time you make a request, they are going to say no, especially if it's going to be regarding services or a program or something that's going to cost them funding. They're going to say no. It's always the first response. But no doesn't mean no. No is just a test for you parents to see, What are you going to do next? Do you know what your rights are? Are you going to implement your rights? Are you going to know how to come back with a position or an argument based on the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, your parent rights, or your state law, so that your child's unique needs will be met? They're constantly testing parents to see how much they really know about advocating for their own child. So over the years, I've seen kids over and over again be misplaced in incorrect special education classrooms. I've seen districts fail to provide services and academic instruction, specialized academic instruction for kids. I've seen a lack of oversight consistently across the board in every school district that I've worked in, and um, a inability to work on goals with fidelity, and the lack of accountability for them to implement the IEP as it is written. The IEP is a legally binding document, and they must implement it as it is written. How if they don't, that they are violating IDEA, which is federal law. The problem is that parents don't know what to do when IEPs aren't implemented. Parents don't know how to respond when they get a no. And all of these things is what is included in my training programs and my coaching support. So also, administrators are focused on climbing up the administration ladder, and it's of the fundamentally corrupt educational system, because that's what administrators are focused on, their career and climbing up the ladder. And those, most school districts, not all, but most school districts, especially in California, are run by teachers' unions that don't care about the best interests of children. So it's high time that school districts start being honest with parents and stop lying to us about what's available for our children, and have integrity in their intention of how they're going to serve our kids, start working with us, and stop fighting with us to have our children's needs met. But right now, parents, that's not the way it is, and it's not going to be like that anytime soon, especially since COVID, since schools shut down. COVID basically gave school districts an excuse to not provide services, to not implement IEPs, and to continue with their corrupt agendas. So special education can be very confusing, and it can be an impenetrable system. It's very difficult to navigate the special ed law if you don't learn it. You've got to be trained. You have to invest the time and the willingness to learn it to be able to get what your child needs. It's not something that you're just going to know automatically. It's something that parents need to learn. And it's really just something that these are the cards you were dealt. You've got a kiddo in special ed. In order to have your child's needs met, up until they graduate high school, you need to learn special education law. You need to learn how to advocate for your child. So watching the broken system miserably fail kids on an IEP and violate the rights of my fellow special education families over the past 25 years, I knew that I had to do something more than just going in and fixing the problem for parents. And that's why I developed the Ultimate IEP Parent Empowerment Program. Because hiring an advocate or an attorney is not going to serve you in the long run, parents. It's just not. Because you're still going to have to learn how to advocate for your child and how to win. Even if you hire an advocate or an attorney, once they're gone, you're going to be right back to square one again, not knowing how to sustain that program that the advocate or the attorney won for you. So I want to talk about a huge win that we had with one of my Parent Brigade members. Her name is Virginia, and her son is dyslexic. She's been trying to get services for her son for years. He's in grade school in the 6th grade, and he's not reading. He's about 2.5 years behind grade level in reading. She's been asking for a reading program for years. They kept saying no, 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 no. She didn't know her rights. She joined the Parent Brigade monthly membership, and I worked with her and coached her on how to prepare for her IEP meeting, how to request. She actually wanted a non-public school, a private school for kids with dyslexia, and she won a private school for kiddos with dyslexia for 3 years. She won in tuition for her son for 3 years in a school for dyslexia. And she also was able to be awarded transportation to that school, as well as her related services, which were the speech and language services and occupational therapy services. So this is up in the non-public schools are somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, and that's not including the related services and the transportation. So this is what the kind of wins that we're seeing in the Parent Brigade, as well as when parents learn how to advocate by taking the Ultimate IEP Parent program. So I want to tell you a little bit about the Ultimate IEP. What exactly is it? Okay, so it is 5 modules. It is a virtual program that you take. You go at your own pace. It's on the Advocates for Angels Academy website. You go at your own pace, taking those 5 modules. And those 5 modules, you're going to learn. Module number 1 is every parent's aha moment, which is learn the truth about, awaken to the truth of special education. That's module number 1, which talks about the institutional bureaucracy of the corrupt special education system that doesn't serve our kids but serves the system. Number 2, module 2 is become the coach of your IEP team. That's how to take the equal seat at the IEP table and learn how to have and build a cohesive IEP team and work collaboratively with your service providers, your teacher, your administrators, and your school site principal. Number 3 is reclaim your child's IEP with IDEA. This is where I teach you the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, federal law, and how you implement that to be able to win what you want for your child's IEP. It's all in layman's terms. It's not in legal language or law language. It's all in layman's terms so parents can understand it and learn it. The 4th module is crack the IEP code with accurate assessment. Assessments are how you get services, parents. You can't get services without having assessments, which gives the evidence for the district to be held accountable and obligated to give you services for your kid. You have to know how to ask for assessments, how to get assessments, how to get an IEE, an independent educational evaluation, which is a private assessment. Number 5, harness the power of parent rights with dispute resolution. Now, those 2 last ones, crack the IEP code with accurate assessment and harness the power of parent rights and dispute resolution. I haven't seen any other coaching programs, because there are other IEP programs that you can take. There's other advocates that are doing this as well. But I haven't seen any of those advocates teaching parents how to win in a dispute, how to overcome a no, how to get an IEE, have the district fund IEEs, which can cost $7,000 for a psychoeducational IEE. They talk about they're much more politically correct than I am, to put it, nicely. They don't talk about dispute resolution. They don't talk about writing complaints. They don't talk about, how to disagree, how to write partial agreements, and how to come up against the no and to win. They talk about how to write smart IEP goals, how to work collaboratively with your IEP team, maybe how to understand a district assessment, but that's about as far as it goes. They're not going to talk about the tactics that the school district uses against parents, the delay tactics, the misinformation, how you take the lead at your IEP table, and how you facilitate your child's IEP. So, that's the big difference that I see from my courses and other coaching, advocacy coaching courses. A lot of these other courses as well are taught by people who were district employees. So people who worked for the district prior, they're going to be biased with district personnel. And I am not. I am a parent who learned how to, was trained to be a professional advocate, and I give it to you straight. And I don't pull punches, and I'm not politically correct, and I don't have to be because I'm an independent advocate. So, parents, if you want to learn how to win and you want to understand the system, then the Ultimate IEP virtual program is going to teach you everything you need to know to become a powerful parent advocate for your child. And if you do it this summer, you're going to be all ready to go for next school year and to start fixing the problems with your child's IEP. You've got summer now, parents, and it's the perfect time for you to take this course because it's not going to get better, parents. The COVID set us back. It was bad enough prior to the school closures, and now special education is even worse. So, I highly recommend and I'm sending up the wake up call to parents. Learn to advocate for your child because it's not going to get better, and you're going to have to know how to advocate until your child graduates high school. The second service that I offer is, along with the Ultimate IEP program, coaching and consulting packages. So you can purchase a coaching and consulting package where you will get one-on-one time with me. So you can ask me any questions you have. I can help you prepare for your IEP meeting. I can help you write your parent agendas. I can help you write your partial agreements after the IEP. I can help you to interpret assessments. I can help you with understanding the Ultimate IEP program and how to apply the program and the law to your own child's IEP so you can win and you don't have to hire an advocate. And this is going to save you a whole lot of money, parents, because when parents hired me as their advocate, my first fee, which is a retainer, is $4,000. And then depending on the length and the complexity of the case, it can go up another $4,000 to around $8,000, and it could even be more depending on the length of the case. So it's much better financially for you to learn how to advocate for your own child. And as I said again, unless you would be willing to keep an advocate until your child graduates high school, which is very expensive, you can do this yourself and empower yourself to advocate for your child. The third service I offer is the Parent Brigade monthly membership, and that is a group parent membership where twice a month we get together and as a group on Zoom, and parents ask me questions there again. And every time a parent asks a question and I answer that question for them, whatever problems they're having, all parents learn because we all go through the same thing. We all have the same challenges. The same problems come up in most every IEP. So we're all learning together. You get to talk to me again twice a month, but this time it's in a group. And the group is amazing because it gives you a sense of community. It makes you feel not so isolated, like, oh, I'm the only one going through this and staying up at night worrying about my child's IEP, and I have all these problems and I don't know how to solve them. And here you can be in with a community with other parents who are going through the same challenges as you. So those are the three ways that I am now I'm all in empowering, coaching, training, and educating parents on how to learn to become powerful parent advocates for their child. So parents, I hope that you take this opportunity this summer when school is not in session, and here is the key to success for the upcoming 2021-2022 school year for your child. I've put my calendar in the live right here in the comments, or not the comments, but in the live section, the post of this live. So you can schedule a live call with me to ask me any questions. So the links are on my page. You can find them right there for all three of those services I just mentioned. You can go and check out the links, or you can just schedule a call with me, and I'd be happy to go over all the information with you and answer any questions you may have. So thank you guys, and thanks Sandy, thanks Angie. Oh, so how did she get 3 years? So Angie's asking, how did she get 3 years? I thought they only award yearly. Okay, so that's a good question, Angie. I like that. So how she got 3 years is this. She did what's called a settlement agreement. Now this is, again, I teach very high advocacy skills. I mean, I teach you everything I've learned over the past 25 years. I've worked with attorneys for many years as well, so I know exactly the same strategies and what attorneys do to win services and win cases for kids. So she did a settlement agreement. In a settlement agreement, they can give you more than 1 year of services. So she got 3 years, and she got it through what's called a settlement agreement. All of that you're going to learn in the Ultimate IEP Parent Empowerment Program, in my consultation and consulting with you, and in the Parent Brigade. So that's how she did that, Angie. Yep, it was pretty awesome. A huge win of a parent who just started learning how to advocate, and she got that win. Oh my gosh, it was like within less than 2 months. She got that win. It was pretty outstanding, pretty amazing. So thanks, guys, and I hope to see you on my calendar, and so I can meet with you and answer any other questions you may have. Take care, everyone, and God bless, and I'll see you next Wednesday at my new time between 5:30 and 6 o'clock every Wednesday night for Facebook Live. Take care, everyone.